Important constitutional, statutory, or executive bodies which were in use: National Human Rights Commission (NHRC). Recently, United Nations linked Global Alliance of National Human Rights Institution (GANHRI) deferred accreditation of NHRCI for second year in a row. Accreditation of NHRCI, it got A status for the first time in 1999. In 2016, the accreditation was deferred by a year, after which it received an A rating in 2017 by SCA of GANHRI. In 2023, again it was deferred, and the current accreditation is deferred due to a lack of diversity in the staff leadership and insufficient action to protect marginalized groups. What is Global Alliance of National Human Rights Institution? Established in 1993 as International Coordination Committee of National Institutions for Promotion and Protection of Human Rights. Since 2016, it has been known as GANHRI. 120 members are there, including India. Subcommittee on Accreditation, which is also known as SCA, is responsible for reviewing and accrediting NHRIs in compliance with Paris Principles. SCA comprises one A status institution for each of the four regional groupings: Africa, Americas, Asia and Pacific, and Europe. Office of High Commissioner for Human Rights is a permanent observer of SCA and serves as secretariat of this body. About NHRC, it is headquartered in New Delhi, statutory body under Protection of Human Rights Act of 1993, which was amended in 2006 and 2019. This act defines human rights as rights relating to life, liberty, equality, dignity of individual. These rights are guaranteed by constitution or embodied in international covenants and are enforceable by courts. Chairperson and members of the commission are appointed by President on recommendation of a committee which is headed by Prime Minister, and other members are Speaker of Lok Sabha, Minister in charge of Ministry of Home Affairs, Leader of Opposition of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Tenure: Chairperson and members will hold office for 3 years or till the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. Chairperson and members both are eligible for reappointment. Chairperson and members can be removed by President order on ground of misbehavior and incapacity in consultation with Supreme Court. कंपोजिशन क्या क्या रहता है? चेयरपर्सन होता है जो कि एक रिटायर्ड सीजीआई होना चाहिए या फिर सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जज होना चाहिए. 5 फुल टाइम मेंबर्स रहते हैं, रिटायर्ड या फिर सर्विंग जज ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट, रिटायर्ड या सर्विंग चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ हाई कोर्ट. 3 अदर मेंबर्स टू बी अपॉइंटेड फ्रॉम पर्सन्स हैविंग नॉलेज एंड प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस इन मैटर्स ऑफ ह्यूमन राइट्स, और उनमें से एक वुमन होना चाहिए. 7 डीम्ड मेंबर्स होते हैं. चेयरपर्सन ऑफ नेशनल कमीशन ऑफ माइनॉरिटीज, बैकवर्ड क्लासेस, पर्सन्स विद डिसेबिलिटीज, SC ST, प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ चाइल्ड एंड वुमेन. इनके जो चेयरपर्सन होते हैं सारी बॉडीज के, वो डीम्ड मेंबर्स होते हैं. पावर्स में क्या आता है? इट हैज पावर ऑफ सिविल कोर्ट ट्राइंग टू सूट अंडर कोड ऑफ सिविल प्रोसीजर 1908 एंड इन पर्टिकुलर इन रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ फॉलोइंग मैटर्स: समनिंग एंड एनफोर्सिंग द अटेंडेंस ऑफ विटनेसेस, एग्जामिनिंग देम ऑन ओथ, डिस्कवरी एंड प्रोडक्शन ऑफ एनी डॉक्यूमेंट, रिसीविंग एविडेंस, रिक्वेस्शनिंग एनी पब्लिक रिकॉर्ड, issuing commissions for the examination of witnesses or documents. Functions क्या है? Inquire into human right violations on his own or petition by victim, मतलब इनके पास suo motu powers है. Intervene in proceedings involving human right violation pending before a court while with approval of such court. Visit any jail or institution under control of state government to study condition of living of inmates. Review laws and procedure for protecting human rights. Review factors including acts of terrorism that inhibit human rights. Then comes CBI. Recently, Supreme Court in State of West Bengal versus Union of India case 2024 upheld maintainability of West Bengal government suit against Union over registration and investigation of cases by CBI despite revocation of its general consent in 2018. Suit, which was filed under Article 131, state accused Union of constitutional overreach and violation of federalism by unilaterally employing CBI without state's prior consent. Article 131 of Supreme Court's original jurisdiction in dispute between centre and one or more states. It was established in 1963 on recommendation of Santhanam Committee on Prevention of Corruption under Ministry of Personnel, Pension and Public Grievances. It is a non-statutory, non-constitutional body governed by Delhi Special Police Establishment Act of 1946. It coordinates investigation on behalf of Interpol member countries. Its motto is industry, impartiality, integrity. Vision is to combat corruption in public life, curbing economic and violent crimes, fight cyber and high technology crimes, etc. Headed by Director, assisted by Special Director or Additional Director, Joint Directors, Deputy Inspector General, Superintendent of Police, and other usual ranks of police personnel. Panel that selects CBI chief consists of Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition, Chief Justice of India. In 2021, President promulgated 2 ordinances to extend tenure of Director of CBI and Enforcement Directorate for up to 5 years or fixed tenure of 2 years. From fixed tenure of 2 years. Types of cases which can be investigated: anti-corruption, economic offences, special crimes, and suo motu powers are also there. Consent of state for CBI. One is general consent, which involves CBI is not required to seek fresh permission every time it entered the state. Section 6 of the SPE Act empowers state government to give or deny consent to CBI officer. Specific consent CBI would have to apply to state government in every case. Then there is Lokpal. Recently, Lokpal of India has established an inquiry wing under Section 11 of Lokpal and Lokayukt Act of 2013. It aims at anti-corruption ombudsman at center level established by this act to investigate and prosecute corruption cases involving public servants. Both first and second ARCs recommended establishment of Lokpal institution. Lokayukt is there at state level. Its structure is not uniform across all states. Lokayukt appointment by Governor, generally in consultation with Chief Justice of High Court and Leader of Opposition and SLA. Composition of Lokpal consists of chairperson who has been a CJI or has been judge of Supreme Court, means retired CJI or Supreme Court judge. 8 members are there, with 50% are judicial members which are appointed by President. Justice PC Ghosh was first Lokpal. Justice AM Khanvilkar is current Lokpal. Chairperson and members shall be appointed after obtaining recommendation of selection committee. The term of office is 5 years from date on which he enters upon this office or until the age of 70 years. They are ineligible for reappointment and as chairperson or members of Lokpal. A member shall be eligible to be appointed as chairperson of Lokpal if his total tenure does not exceed 5 years. This is a very important point. Composition of select committee of Lokpal. Prime Minister, Speaker of Lok Sabha, Leader of Opposition, of Lok Sabha, Chief Justice of India or Judge of Supreme Court nominated by him, eminent jurist nominated by President. Two wings of Lokpal Inquiry Wing conducts preliminary inquiry into any offence alleged to have been committed by a public servant punishable under Prevention of Corruption Act of 1988. Submits inquiry report to Lokpal within 60 days. It is headed by Director of Inquiry under Lokpal Chairperson. Director will be assisted by 3 SPs, and each SP will be further assisted by inquiry officers and their staff. It has all powers of civil court. Then there is prosecution, which is headed by Director of Prosecution for prosecution of public servants in relation to any complaint. Director of Prosecution shall file a case based on investigation report before special court and prosecute public servants in relation to any offence punishable under this act. Powers क्या हैं? Superintendence and direction over any central investigation agency including CBI for cases referred to them by Lokpal. Issue appropriate direction to public servants entrusted with preparation of any document, record to protect, prevent such document, etc. Power under Civil Procedure Code then serves as final appellate authority for redressal of public grievances by any public authority in case where decision contains corruption finding under PCA 1988. Jurisdiction to inquire into allegations of corruptions, Prime Minister, Minister of Union Government, Member of Parliaments, officials of Union Government under Group ABCD, then chairpersons, members, officers, directors of any board, corporation, society, trust, even autonomous body, either established by Act or wholly partly funded by Union or State Government. Any society or trust or body that receives foreign contribution above rupees 10 lakh. Then other organizations which were in news. First is National Commission for Backward Classes. So NCBC is reviewing state list of OBCs. It is constitutional body under Article 338B, which was inserted to 102nd Amendment in 2018. Article 338B mandates Union and every state government to consult NCBC on all major policy matters affecting rights of OBCs. It has chairperson, vice chairperson, and 3 other members which are appointed by President. The service conditions are also decided by President. Commission has all powers of civil court. These are the duties. Then comes National Commission for SCs. Delhi High Court said National Commission for SC is not empowered to investigate or issue any direction in the nature of a civil or criminal court. Constitutional body under Article 338. It has chairperson, vice chairperson, 3 members which are appointed by President. Tenure is 3 years and shall not be eligible for reappointment for more than 2 terms. Functions are investigate and monitor all matters relating to constitutional and other legal safeguards for SCs, inquire into specific complaints with respect to deprivation of rights and safeguards. Then comes UPSC. It is under Article 315 of Constitution. About chairperson of UPSC, which is under 316. Appointed by President. Term is 6 years or 65 years of age, whichever is earlier. Held office एलिजिबिलिटी क्या है? अगर उन्हें कम से कम 10 साल के लिए कोई गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस अंडर स्टेट या यूनियन होल्ड किया है तो वो बन सकते हैं. इनएलिजिबल फॉर फर्दर एम्प्लॉयमेंट. रिमूव बाय प्रेसिडेंट इफ ही और शी इज एन एडजर्ड इंसॉल्वेंट. ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट है या फिर इन्फॉर्मिटी ऑफ बॉडी और माइंड. देन स्टेट फाइनेंस कमीशन. केरला कैबिनेट क्लियर्स प्रपोजल टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूट 7th स्टेट फाइनेंस कमीशन. इट इज कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड अंडर आर्टिकल 243I of Constitution empowers the governor of state to constitute finance commission every 5 years. This article was introduced by 73rd Constitutional Amendment. It reviews financial position of panchayats and recommends principles for governing distribution between state and panchayats of net proceeds of state taxes, determination of taxes, duties, tolls, fees which may be assigned to panchayats, granting aid to panchayat from state consolidated fund. Article 243Y provides for SFC, which shall make similar recommendation for municipalities. Then comes Central Vigilance Commission. Recently, CVC in its annual report of 2023 highlighted ministry and department sector-wise corruption complaints received and disposed against public officials. So it is a statutory body under CVC Act of 2003, established in 1964 through a resolution of Government of India on recommendation of K. Santhanao Committee, the same committee which recommended establishment of CBI. In 1998, it was conferred statutory status through ordinance promulgated by Union Government. It is a 3-member body with Central Vigilance Commissioner and 2 other Vigilance Commissioners, appointed by President on recommendation of high-powered committee consisting PM, Union Home Minister, and Leader of Opposition of Lok Sabha. Rules are supervises vigilance administration across central ministries, departments, and organizations, conducts preliminary inquiries into complaints referred by Lokpal for officials across various grades, oversees functions of Delhi Special Police Establishment in investigation corruption-related offences. Law Commission. President approved the constitution of 23rd Law Commission for 3 years term from 1st September 2024 to 31st August 2027. 23rd Law Commission mandated to review and recommend legal reforms to enhance the Indian legal system. It will include full-time chairperson, 4 members, and additional ex officio and part-time members. It was first constituted in 1834 by Governor General under Charter Act of 1833, which was chaired by Lord Macaulay. The first Law Commission of Independent India was established in 1955, chaired by M.C. Setalwar. It is non-statutory body constituted by notification of Ministry of Law and Justice. It aims to reform laws to maximize justice, promote good governance and the rule of law, conduct research and provide recommendations based on defined TORs. Then Niti Aayog, it celebrated 10 years of its foundation. It is a government think tank formed in 2015 with a resolution of Union Cabinet, replacing erstwhile Planning Commission. Chairperson is Prime Minister of India. Governing Council consists of Prime Minister, CMs of all state UTs with legislature, lieutenant governors of other UTs, ex officio members, vice chairperson of Niti Aayog, full-time members of Niti Aayog, and special entities. Ex officio members include maximum of 4 members of Union Council of Ministers nominated by PM. Special entities include experts, specialists, practitioners with relevant domain knowledge, which are nominated by PM. Then regional councils to address specific issues and contingencies impacting more than one state or a region. CEO is appointed by PM for a fixed term in rank of a Secretary of Government of India. It has a twin mandate to oversee adoption and monitoring of SDGs in country, promote competitive and cooperative federalism. Reports released are SDG India Index, National Multidimensional Poverty Index, Systemic Transformation of School Education, SAT, E-Report, Export Preparedness Index, etc. Universal Postal Union, 150th anniversary, established as General Postal Union on October 9, 1874 through Treaty of Berne. Second oldest international organization after International Telecommunication Union, which was established in 1865. World Post Day celebrated on anniversary. Headquarters is at Bern, Switzerland. 192 members. India is one of the oldest and most active members. It is UN specialized agency.